Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. It's nice to see that we have some young people in the audience here. So that's highly energizing. So it's an honor to be here at MLSM 2025 to speak on a matter that defines our national security, defending our homeland from the threats across air, land, and sea. Again, my name is Sadat Laik. I am with the Department of Homeland Security, Science and Technology Directorate, and I direct research and development programs, projects, and activities within the Air, Land, and Maritime Security Division. So we live in an era where boundaries blur and threats cross domains without warning. A drone ferrying firearms across the northern border, tunnels ending in a warehouse near a border, narcotic submarines slipping under the waves toward our shores. This is the kind of stuff that happens on a daily basis. Dark vessels navigating toward our coasts. These are not distant possibilities. These are things that are happening every day. And here we are. And we have to adapt. We have to respond to our adversaries. And we must meet them with unity, with agility, with innovation. And I get to be a part of that where I work at. Preparedness is about anticipation. I want you to picture a compact drone slipping through a window to give agents real-time overwatch during a dangerous raid. So about 3 years ago, I was reached out by Immigration and Customs Enforcement. That's ICE. You've heard of ICE from the news. There's a department underneath them. It's called Homeland Security Investigations, HSI. An agent reached out and said, hey, look, we have situations where we need to get tactical drones to neutralize the threat actors. And these are the bad guys that are kidnapping and they're running drug labs. How do we do that? So it was my office that developed a tactical drone for HSI so that we could get a tactical drone through the small egresses, through windows, coming in through the chimney, so that we could get the video and audio back to the agent so that they could carry out their missions. I want you to think of radar systems. Think of radar systems detecting cartel drones before they drop narcotics on our soil. You think it doesn't happen. It's happening right now as I speak. It's happening on our southern border. Imagine agricultural threats detected mid-flight before the plane's wheels even touch in the United States. This is something that I was a part of a couple of years ago. This was an engagement with the South Koreans. I got a chance to go out there, and the program was about taking a look at what items folks have in their baggage, the things that they pack before they board a flight, threat items, right? So here we are today. We are able to adjudicate these threats before those flights land in the United States. Some of these threats are ag-bio threats. These are threats that bring pathogens into the United States. And coming back from the Jalsa through Heathrow, I was able to see the program expanded, a little something that I had worked on with the South Koreans, but after we had done that, after my office had completed the work, it had expanded to other airport locations. So it was refreshing to see that that work had expanded. Visualize a narco sub intercepted miles offshore because satellite imagery maritime patrol aircraft, and cutters all shared data instantly. At our borders, rapid DNA and biometric checks confirm parentage in suspected child trafficking cases, rescuing victims and stopping traffickers before they vanish. This is something more recent. This was about 5.5 months ago. The new administration said, hey, look, we've got all these folks coming into the United States. We have families. They claim that they're all related to each other, right? How do we know that they are a unit? So my office rapidly built a solution. We were able to send technology to do rapid DNA and also to do biometrics at the border to determine whether mom is related to dad, whether the son is related to any of them. And here we are with solutions for that. Coordination is the lifeline of defense. Mission management systems link intelligence from DHS, DoD, and state, local, tribal, and territorial partners, ensuring the right people have the right information at the right time. This allows us to intercept vessels before they land, detect, and dismantle cross-border tunnels before they are used, and deploy aerial assets to protect agents in high-risk zones. The same precision and partnership will protect us during the upcoming World Cup and the Summer Olympics, where we will be ready to counter those threats from any domain. I may be out there somewhere in the shadows with my folks supporting the R&D. Advancing the edge, we push forward with technologies that expose electronics from hostile actors, rigged with kill switches, kill codes that are embedded in electronics and the semiconductors in the integrated circuits. I don't need to point out countries. I think you know who they are. Their technologies are in the control systems that secure our nuclear facilities, our critical infrastructure. Epigenetics analysis stops forced labor goods. I want you to think about the disenfranchised people in China, specifically speaking about the Uyghur population that is out there. We need to get ahead of that. And it is an area that I get a chance to work in. Autonomous systems patrol borders, integrating sensors and operations for rapid, decisive action. These capabilities keep us one step ahead as tactics evolve. The Prophet ﷺ said, love for one's homeland is a part of faith. This is not a political slogan. It is a timeless truth that speaks to people of every background. Protecting the land we call home is both a moral duty and it's a matter of faith. When others falter, we stand firm. When threats approach, we act with courage and precision. Peace is not preserved by chance. It is earned through preparation, coordination, and the will to act when it matters most. At the Jalsa, I was asked to speak on this topic. I hope you folks found it inspirational. That was the idea. At the outset, I said, I'm glad that I saw some young folks here. So do think about a career in national security. It is certainly rewarding. It has been rewarding for me. And it gives me the opportunity to serve my country. And I hope that it will give you the same opportunity. Jazakallah.